The Indian Film and Television Directors Association has issued a scathing condemnation after a shocking incident involving the intrusive and insensitive behavior of certain paparazzi towards veteran actor Dharmendra, who's currently recovering from illness, calling the conduct disgraceful, unethical, and inhuman. IFTDA, that is Indian Film and Television Directors Association, has filed a formal police complaint. This incident has, of course, reopened the debate on boundaries when it comes to media coverage of celebrities, of media ethics, of celeb privacy, responsibility of the entertainment press as well. Joining me today is Mr. Ashok Pandit, President of IFTDA, who has taken a firm stand on the matter. Good evening, Ashok Ji. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening. Thank you, FPJ. Thank you for inviting me to your show.
My pleasure. I'm putting out the letter, Ashok Ji, जो आपने letter नहीं, actually ये complaint के बारे में जो आपने लिखा है. The fact is that you have now decided to file a formal complaint, police complaint. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah.
What prompted that action on your behalf?
You see, FPJ, we had faced a similar problem when Rishi Kapoor ji had passed away and he was in the hospital. And he was not very well and he was really in a bad shape. And similar video came out in the open, which I think the What Boy had, shot it and he had passed it on, and it was all over in the social media. So we took it up very seriously and we requested the social media, especially the social media, because it was not put it on any print media or the electronic media. It was more on the social media, which had covered it. So it was quite damaging. So we wrote to the hospital, which is Reliance Hospital at town, that we wrote a letter to the management and said that action should be taken about it, because there are a lot of people who come there, and some rule and regulation should be passed and some strictness should be maintained. Now, coming to this now, as far as Dharamji is concerned, I don't know how the video was shot, and it was all over in everybody's on everybody's phone, and major accounts it's a very sadistic approach of these platforms which posted this, and it was selling tragedy. So we thought that now so we called a meeting at IFTDA and we said something has been done. I spoke to the people in the industry. They said it has to be a formal police complaint, because the industry has to react to such nonsensical things, such crimes. This is a crime. So we considered our legal team. They drafted a complaint letter, and I went to the Juhu police station and we filed this complaint. And we sent a copy to Sunny ji also and the entire family also, and we said the entire industry is with you. Now, the point of the year is that how do we stop it? Because it's very difficult to control. It's very difficult to find out who's done this, who shot this, on how many platforms it is coming in. Because once it's out, it's like a bullet which has been fired from the gun and pistol, and it cannot come back. So when we spoke to the police also said that we are on it. We have exposed the meta. We are trying to remove this footage from everywhere, but the damage has been done. So now what we are trying to do is that I believe the person was arrested also, but after arrest also, I don't think there are laws which will give him that kind of punishment, which he will not do it or anybody else will not do it. So what we thought, Fida, is that I spoke to a lot of PAPs. I spoke to a lot of important people who really matter to the social media industry as far as the industry is concerned. So we at IFTDA and the Federation, we are calling a meeting of all the major platforms, all the major PAPs, and we are trying to streamline the entire process. Now, what is happening, Afrida, is that anybody comes with a mobile and he shoots and he goes and he uses it. So there is no check. There is no check and balance. Which platform he belongs to, where he have his lands, who is he working for. So an association is going to be formed now of these
Okay.
PAPs and these platforms, which will be a
Okay.
legal association under the federation,
Hmm.
Afida.
Yeah.
So what will happen is that identity cards will be issued to them. There'll be a proper monitoring, and the PR agencies will be given the list that these are the people who should be allowed in any of the places or anywhere. So we're trying to bring things to control,
Yeah.
but we were really taken aback. We were really in shock when we saw that
I'll
video.
tell you, there's a lot of condemnation coming from within Bollywood, and I am just going to put out this article with Free Press Journal has covered about
Yeah,
Farah Khan Ali has also slammed this insensitivity after Zareen Khan's death. Now, what happened in her case is that, and I'm putting it out on our screen, my mother passed away 6 days ago. There were some here who were more interested in why she chose to be cremated instead of giving condolences. Dharam uncle, of course, this was posted earlier. Now, Dharmendra Ji has been discharged, but she says Dharam uncle is in hospital and a video of his personal family goes viral. Are we a nation so insensitive to people? Don't public figures also have families that have feelings? What happened to humanity? Why does every imbecile out there have an opinion on how others should lead their lives? Tragedy strikes all when it's your turn, and trust me, it will. There will be others like you hurting you like they hurt us. So, somewhere you think the media should get this bit, isn't it?
yeah,
Uh,
of course. There is no doubt about it.
Yeah, I
Now,
think she put it very well, and I have no qualms appealing to my own fraternity. Of course, paparazzi is not what we do, but I'm just saying we should perhaps learn from this mistake and not repeat it. The idea is that it is something that has happened. And I'm also playing out a video of Sunny Deol right now, who was obviously very, very upset with the paparazzi. He, of course, made it very clear that this is not how the media should conduct itself. A couple of important questions I have for you. One is that as somebody who is heading the Indian Film and Television Directors Association, a police complaint, do you think, because on one hand you're saying I have met them, I have tried to talk them out of this thing, I'm going to make sure a system is in place. On the other hand, the moment you do a police complaint, Ashok ji, वो क्या हो जाता है फिर you are trying to criminalize this. But let's not forget that, people have to earn their bread and butter. There is competition. People have to get back with the footage quickly. All that may have a flip side. But really, do you feel there is a criminality here? Isn't that a bit harsh?
no, it is a crime. The percentage or ratio is not important for us. You
Okay.
without a permission, this can lead to somewhere else. Then later on, there has to be a stop to it. And a law
Okay.
enforcing agency, we have not filed an FIR. We have approached the police, and so there is kind of a fear psychosis, which is in the society, which is in the industry. That yes, police also will get into it, and it can be, you can be seriously acted upon. The law also
Yeah.
can react on this. So it's not that easy. So we have tried to raise an alarm, and we have
Mhm.
approached the law enforcing agency that this is what is happening. You, as per the law, have to do something about it. You can't. It's like it's again a kind of cyber crime. You are, you have taken away the peace, and you have taken away the privacy of a family which is going
Mhm.
under a lot of pain. So this is a human torture where they didn't deserve this. A person like Sunny Deol coming out in the street and with folded hands is trying to beg कि what are you doing. इससे बड़ी कोई शर्म की बात नहीं हो सकती है. इससे बड़ी कोई गंदी बात, गलत बात नहीं हो सकती. And then you are shooting that also, and you're posting that also. So there has to be some, now you see, forget apps and forget these platforms. Major news channels have gone all out, and they announce his demise. So where are we heading? What is our psyche? What are we trying to do, and why? What is the hurry of announcing something which you're not sure about? As far
Yeah.
as when Manoj expired, I came out, I announced it on video. I gave a bite. I outside the hospital. So there has to be some, and I sent because I was there. I sent the death certificate.
mm.
Same with Satish also. I confirmed his demise by posting the death certificate. So there has to be some proof, something which, and not be in a hurry to create a atmosphere where the tragedy sells. And breaking news has really broken our confidence, faith in the media. So it should not reach to a level where people stop believing in you, people stop whenever you're speaking even the truth. People might have doubts in your truth also. That will be a very dangerous area, dangerous time. So that's what we were, seriously thinking and contemplating amongst ourselves in the industry.
Yeah, it's very important. And one last question I want you to help us, because you said that let's set a framework then. Let's have a
Yeah.
standard operating procedure. And I am sure as someone leading this association, you can very well design a framework for media to follow. For instance, I, as the editor of Free Press Journal Digital, will have a system in place saying whenever there is news of somebody's demise, wait for the confirmation to come from the family. Be
Yeah.
1 day late, no problem.
Yeah.
It is someone's death. We do not care about being the first one to report someone's death. That has been my clear instruction to my team, at least. Now, in
ये
your
क्या ये
association,
अविता, ये क्या sadistic pleasure है किसी
हाँ,
की मौत को जल्द नंबर वन अनाउंस करना.
मैं
I
आपको
really
बताऊं,
fail
this
to
is something
understand.
I'm not
Like कि
trying to justify, but I will tell you that there is a clutter. There's a, uh, I would say there are too many people doing the same thing, and everybody is in that race to get there, and that is making some of them lose sight of their sanity, lose sight of humanity, as you are also saying in, I think, in your letter. And I am not justifying it. तो एक तरफ आपका जो काम है वो काम एक तरफ है, लेकिन उसके अंदर जो एथिक्स जो मेंटेन करना
sanctity
है,
तो होनी चाहिए ना, कुछ there
one
is some
cannot,
sanctity है.
yes, there cannot be, it's non-negotiable in these matters. So let's, why not, IFTDA, invite some of us digital media heads. Let's have a discussion, an open discussion, because let me be very frank, there are people like me sitting in other platforms who are also egging on the paparazzi to get us the footage quickly. They're in a tearing hurry, they want to be the first, because again, the way the algorithm works, it will push the ones who have flashed the news first, will feature in the search. So everybody wants to feature in the YouTube search. Otherwise, if you are the 10th one to report the story, the 10th one will not feature in the top
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
people who will be clicked, right? So you want
yeah,
that click. To get that click, you have to do it early. I mean, that's why everybody runs after being timely and
yeah,
trending.
yeah,
All of
yeah.
this in place, we cannot lose sight of integrity and
Yeah,
ethics. What are the three ground rules you would like us to follow? I want to take it down right away and follow it.
Uh, Frida, see, it's too early for me to come to a conclusion, because what I'm thinking is that, as you rightly said, we are going to invite people very soon who really matter to the industry, and who are really big wigs, who create a kind of this thing, and very well-known people also
Hmm,
to sit together. And the SOP has to be formed with the people who are there in the field
hmm.
after discussing with them. So it's
Yes,
you, people like you, who come on board and you give suggestions, and we together, the industry together sits together and takes a call. Okay, these are the 10 points which everybody has to, and we'll call the PR agencies also. So it will not be only platforms on social media, of electronic, print, or digital. We'll call PR agencies also. So it will be a joint effort of everything, the entire industry,
absolutely.
which matters,
Absolutely.
and the call or the decision will be taken, will be okay with everyone. So I don't want anybody to feel that we were not included in our advice or our suggestions were not taken. We might take a call, and we might take a decision, and suddenly the agency feels that this is not workable to us. So
Hmm.
that I know hard work will go waste. So all the various areas, whether it's a PR agency, whether it is digital media, whether it is a print or electronic, we'll all sit together, and
Yes.
all the carriers of news responsible to send the news out, we will all sit together. We'll call important people from the industry also, and we'll form a kind of a
That's what I
reciprocal.
wanted out of you, and I'm glad you are agreeing with me, because I am, of course, eager to be part of that conversation.
Yeah, yeah, Frida.
And
Yeah,
that
sure,
would be
sure.
a healthy process, Ashokji. Rather than
Yeah,
being
yeah, of course.
hostile towards each other,
Yeah,
the healthy way forward would be the process of consultation, building
yeah.
consensus, setting
Absolutely.
guidelines, uniting as
Absolutely. Absolutely.
as uniting over this issue, and then finding a way out. Rather than,
Yeah,
and then
and we are
perhaps,
and we
so
belong to the same industry. So
we belong
see,
to the, yeah, we are working
uh,
within the boundaries of the same industry. So
yeah,
let's move
filing a
to a mutual
complaint
understanding.
was this is out of fear that something more should not come out.
Exactly.
Because
Yes.
there has to be a stop to it. So we wanted and we were expecting something more, because if you don't react to this, it's a reaction. If you don't
Yeah.
react to this, then it's free for all. Then everybody will start getting into
So
an
by
area,
all
and
means,
then there'll be no control.
yeah, absolutely. Course correction must happen. Some very valid points made by you, Ashok Pandit. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure talking to you. And thanks for all the constructive points that you made on how to get the media ethics right in covering these sort of issues, like a sensitive issue of somebody's demise. Must have a way we cover it. And there should be absolutely no hurry in any
Amrita,
announcement. Really,
I also
really
want
unfortunate what happened. Absolutely unfortunate, and there can be no apology for it. Yes, Mr. Pandit.
before we sign off, I would like to compliment you and your team for doing a
Thank
wonderful job on social media, and the way things are presented and done. It's really in fact, I'm a regular watcher. I keep on reacting on your Insta accounts also and everywhere. You're doing wonderful job. Congratulations to you and your team.
Thank you, Ashok Pandit, and have a pleasant evening. Thanks very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Thank you.